If you hear these words, know this: it is not by chance, but an echo of your own soul, a response to a long-awaited call. You feel it, do you not? Prepare yourselves, for we stand on the threshold, not merely of receiving new information, but of a profound, all-encompassing transformation. Before we step together into the very sanctum of this knowledge, allow me to present your choice. Your like is not simply an act of approval, it is a powerful declaration of your sincere intention. And your subscription is a silent yet decisive entry into the ranks of those who tirelessly seek truth. We live in a remarkable era which ancient sages called the Age of Great Movement. The Great Mayan cycle itself, which we often perceive as merely a complex astronomical concept, is in reality the living pulse of reality itself, pointing directly to this very time. A time when familiar established forms of life begin to disintegrate, when those foundations we thought were as unshakable as granite melt and dissolve like fine sand slipping through your fingers. This is not criticism, but merely a statement of a bitter truth. If you feel this inexplicable, piercing anxiety, this persistent sense that the familiar world has derailed from its long-held stable tracks, then you are already on the right path. The truth that they so meticulously conceal behind the facade of an unending news cycle, behind the thick smoke screen of everyday life, is in reality terrifyingly simple. Forget conspiracy theories, for this is a genuine conspiracy against your own consciousness. Everything you see, hear, and feel is an artfully constructed yet fragile illusion woven from primal fear, profound ignorance, and base material desires. The system we are forced to exist within is not merely broken. It was fundamentally designed as a veritable prison, a prison for the soul. Our ancestors, who lived in different times, knew this perfectly well. The wise minds of antiquity, from revered Egyptian priests to enlightened Indian yogis, have left us invaluable keys to understanding the world. This knowledge, hidden within the lost scrolls of Qumran, in forgotten alchemical treatises, and even in prophecies we today tend to dismissively label as superstitions, weaves into a single invisible thread. It is a thread that permeates the very fabric of existence, connecting mysterious celestial cycles with the lawful fractal patterns manifesting in complex geopolitical events. She hints at profound processes, such as the collapse of quantum probability and the influence of grand solar cycles upon humanity's collective consciousness, known as the noosphere. Consider, for instance, the astonishing discoveries attributed to a reclusive monk named Kenshin. Legends tell of his scrolls being unearthed from the ashes of a monastery nestled on the slopes of the majestic Mount Kurama. Within these ancient texts lies the concept of wave consciousness, a phenomenon modern physics is only beginning to grasp, referring to it as a quantum-entangled field. Or recall the closed report by the Club of Rome, which, according to persistent rumors, contained a poignant warning about the urgent need for a radical transformation of existing civilizational paradigms, long before the idea became widely accepted. This isn't merely a case of a Nostradamus quatrain, but a more precise indication, a lost quatrain from the 11th century, verse 93. According to some researchers, this specific verse foretells the onset of an era of information overload and the pervasive loss of genuine meaning. So, what does all of this signify for us here and now? It means that unsettling anxiety that creeps in during the deep hours of the night, precisely at 3 o'clock, or that strange sense of detachment you feel when observing the faces of people passing by on the street, these might not be signs of depression at all. Perhaps it is simply your soul desperately seeking an escape, suffocating within the confines of this imposed reality. Your inner compass desperately signals that you are moving in a destructive direction away from life. The ancient Mayan calendar foretells a transition. An era born from rigid materialistic dogmas is yielding to a new age where consciousness, energy, and spirit will reign. But this grand shift will not happen passively. It demands our active participation, our full conscious involvement. It calls for us to abandon old, worn-out patterns of thought. They strive to keep us in a state of slumber. Their weapons are fear, which sows discord, and despair, which paralyzes the will. By creating an illusion of chaos around us, they push us to seek salvation from outside, within their systems, within their empty promises. But what if all these frightening manifestations, wars, global crises, pandemics, are merely shadows cast upon the wall of a cave, illusions meant to conceal the true reality? What if the real tyrant, the one who instills fear and breaks the will, was actually looking at you from the depths of your own mirror? Herein lies the main head-spinning twist. This is the great inversion. Our primary affliction isn't the world raging around us, nor the external circumstances pressing down. Our true issue is rooted in our very perception of this world. It's in our consciousness, which, like an intricate mechanism, has been cleverly programmed for constant fear, for endless struggle, for meaningless consumerism. The time has come to shatter this mirror we have so long and so diligently gazed into. We must recognize that all these external conflicts, all these battles unfolding before us, are merely a pale, distorted projection of what transpires deep within us. The universe itself does not punish humanity. It is burning away the poison of fear, ignorance, and mundane materialism, as if performing a delicate surgical operation on a cosmic scale. Everything that appears to us as devastating destruction is in reality a profound transformative purification. Our fragile self-centered persona, like an ephemeral crown of the finest glass, must shatter irrevocably to finally set free the genuine true self. The soulless mechanical system that has enveloped us like metallic veins must be utterly destroyed so that life itself can blossom within. And now, the time has come to reveal the ultimate, most profound secret. The prophecies we find in ancient texts are not merely a warning about the coming of some savior from without. They are rather a complex activation code intended to awaken the savior who already slumbers within each of us, within the viewer. The prophets did not see a single chosen one. They saw an entire army of awakened souls ready to change the world. They saw you. And you are not simply a predicted part of history, you are its living embodiment. The great power capable of transforming the entire world rests not within mighty governments, not in advanced technologies, and certainly not in immeasurable riches. It is hidden within you. It is the power of creation, the power of boundless love, the power of crystal clear consciousness. And this power is already awakening. It awakens when we grasp the illusoriness of fear, when we resolutely reject the destructive dance of victim-perpetrator roles, when our choice falls upon unwavering unity, not ruinous division. We must undertake a complete revolution in our thinking to gain a chance at survival. This is not merely a shift in beliefs, not simply an adjustment of behavior. We must undergo a true alchemy of consciousness, to transform the leaden weight of fear into the radiant gold of wisdom, to turn the rust of ignorance into the dazzling gleam of enlightenment. But how then can we achieve this astonishing transformation? The answer is simple. Begin with the smallest of things, with a deep awareness of yourself. Each moment, every choice we make, no matter how insignificant, is a genuine act of creation. And when you consciously choose love over anger, understanding over judgment, creation over destruction, you don't just change your own world. You begin to transform the reality around you. You awaken and activate your deepest hidden powers. Now that your eyes are open to new vision, it's impossible for you to remain in the same inaction. Your like is a bright flash of light instantly visible across the vast network. And each of your reposts is like a seed, carefully planted in the endless desert of sleeping minds, ready to sprout and bear fruit. Your subscription is a true dedication, a kind of oath of loyalty. If you feel ready to move forward, if you crave more, then our inner circle will become your reliable operational base. Your support through Super Thanks is the very life energy that fuels our shared flame, burning ever brighter in this tireless battle against the encroaching darkness. Remember, you are never a victim of circumstances. You are the true creator of your own reality. You are that very spark of divine fire, capable of igniting the whole world with your power. Until our next meeting, remain mindful, stay connected, and never, do you hear, never stop